Zoagies, Pennsville, New Jersey, and you'll see in the videos, this is just one of those stops you got to make, and you really can't explain it to anybody. You just can't explain the fun, the energy, the taste. It's like Christmas in New York. You just got to go. You just got to go live it. Yeah, I hate. I'm not even gonna try and explain it because I don't want to put any notions in your head. Just go. Make the journey to Zogie Land. Practice putting Z in front of everything.
March Cheesesteak Madness continues. Salem County, Pennsville. There he is, the legend, Zoagie's.
Alright, so this cheesesteak definitely has some secret flair, some sauce on it. It is really cheesy. I'm gonna say it's Velveeta. The roll is deep fried, it's crispy. It's good. It's not a traditional cheesesteak, but it's damn good. I love it.
We out here eating steaks on a daily. Ooh, Popeyes! The great cheese! They pulled up a cheesesteak adventure, y'all.
The great Zogie, y'all.
Oh my
The great
God!
Christian got theater, seeing Jesus. We've been practicing our Z's.
Got your Z's. Oh my God!
I'm having a religious experience right now. You're gonna need to give me a minute.
Oh my God!
Now tell me what makes your Z's steaks better.
The Z's makes
It's
it so
the
much
Z's.
better. It's so different. It's surreal. It's unique. We put the cheese and cheese steak.
That's right.
Oh my God! Oh no! Oh no! We have dropped the dang cheese steak. Oh my God! Cheese steak down. We got you though, Yubby. You getting that cheese steak on me? Oh my God!
Oh man.
Woo! The wind tried to eat it, but it ain't had no
That's
mouth.
alright. That's and it's not cut, which also annoys me. But this is definitely a different kind of cheese.
Gaudiello's, Wilmington, Delaware. Chef Eric hanging out there in Trolley Square on the backside by the park, using his culinary techniques to try and take cheesesteaks to the next level. He's been one of my favorite spots for the last couple of years. Without further ado, here we are. Special guest judge Christy and I eating our Gaudiello's cheesesteak at Wilmington Brew Works.
March Cheesesteak Madness continues. We made it to beautiful Wilmington, Trolley Square. We're actually on the backside of Trolley Square by the park. Guest, eater, all these people coming in my shot. Here we are, Gaudiello's.
So there's rosemary, and I'm tasting a different kind of cheese, like tastes like a Gouda. This is not a traditional steak. It's Gouda. It's Gouda and rosemary. There's rosemary. The mushrooms are a little chewy. They're not a white mushroom. These are definitely like a cremini or something. This is definitely a more upscale cheesesteak. A valiant effort. It's a good cheesesteak. It's not. It's different. It's kind of like how Barclay Prime has their $150 cheesesteak. You know, they try to put these high-end ingredients or whatever. To me, that doesn't make a cheesesteak. Yeah, not a lot of meat in here. Cheese looks like it's melted throughout. Nice caramelization on the onions. Finely chopped steak. Doesn't appear to be cheap meat. I don't know. Really skimpy. So we'll see.
March Cheesesteak Madness, New Jersey, Delaware, bracket, guest eater, guest judge Chrissy, cooks from the heart. Zoagies versus Gaudiellos. Talk to us, Chrissy.
All right, so Zoagies and Gaudiellos are not your average cheesesteaks, and these two fall into a different category for me. So Zoagies is untraditional in that they amp it up with some seasoning, some sauce, and they deep fry their roll, which adds this crazy element to the cheesesteak without breaking it from being a cheesesteak. Now, Gaudiello's, on the other hand, uses a traditional roll, but they're very untraditional in their ingredients, in that I actually got a piece of fresh rosemary and, you know, some higher end mushrooms. I want to say cremini mushrooms, I believe. And there was definitely like a Gouda cheese sauce on it. See, and this is where it becomes a little difficult for me, because I'm a cheesesteak purist. I like corner store cheesesteaks. That's what I grew up on. That to me is a cheesesteak. So the differences between Zoagies and Gaudiellos were that, you know, Zoagies kept the cheesesteak intact. The I guess you would say the sanctity of the cheesesteak was respected, and it was just a few elements that evolved it without necessarily making it unrecognizable. Where Gaudiellos evolved in an unnatural way to the point that it wasn't a cheesesteak anymore. It became a steak sandwich. And that for me was a little difficult. It's very delicious. It's very good. But it's not a cheesesteak. And as a cheesesteak purist, that kind of bothered me. I don't expect to chew on fresh rosemary when I'm eating a cheesesteak. I expect some cheesesteak meat, you know, maybe a different cheese, maybe, you know, goofy mushroom thrown in, but not this evolved, I guess is the word I'm looking for. It just wasn't a cheesesteak anymore, and that was my opinion on that one. So between the two of them, Zoagies, all day. That was an evolution done well, executed amazingly, keeping the sanctity of the cheesesteak and just elevating it to like, wow. Like you didn't think a cheesesteak could get better, but Zoagies did it. And they did it right.
Zoagies moves on.
Zoagies moves on.